Your religion is supposed to protect the practitioner. What religion are you in? Go to church tomorrow and ask him, what we gonna do about the young man hung in the middle of campus? And if your pastor don't have an answer for that, you in the wrong place. Pastor, I don't want to celebrate Charlie Kirk Day. What are we going to do about that? If your pastor don't have an answer to that question, you in the wrong place. Why is your pastor teaching you to celebrate the political opinions of someone who does not love your people? So you have to prove that you're such a good person that you have to celebrate the political opinions of somebody who's insensitive about your loved ones who died? Give me a break, man. And the same guy that died would have not had you take people off the air for disagreeing with his political opinion. See how hypocritical they are, using him as a martyr so they can further their own political stance? These people are maniacal. And we don't have anybody intelligent enough to say that's in corporate. We don't have anybody intelligent enough to say that work for CNN, MSNBC. Nobody in government. Are you kidding me? This guy's on a world tour on college campuses saying Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman. That's okay to say?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman.
What?
What? That's what you call being hunted? Somebody's following me in a truck, gets out, follows me into a pathway, approaches me, imposes themselves on me. I whoop their ass, he shoots me, I'm the bad guy? God forbid somebody follows me home. I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to be remembered forever as a violent thug by people who have an agenda. Imagine. And we don't have nobody on college campuses doing that world tour teaching the opposite. They wouldn't allow us.
What was the lesson last night? What was the lesson last night? Don't lose focus. Don't forget the mission. The mission is to heal and rehabilitate your people. That's the mission. Right? Prophet Jeremiah asked the question, is there not a balm in Gilead? Is there not an ointment, a medicine? Is there not a doctor for your people? Yes, there is. Christ was that balm. Christ was sent to heal your people. And you know what you are? You are supposed to be the T cells as a result of that antibiotic. You are supposed to be a replica of the original antibiotic, which is Christ. And you're supposed to spread throughout the veins of your community and change your people for the better.
That's right.
But instead, what you have done is you have defected.
That's right.
Some of you are watching this lesson right now on our YouTube. Some of you are watching this, and you are that coon that we're discussing.
Right.
Some of you are that coon we're discussing. You are the coon that is sitting across from this screen right now, and every word I'm saying pertains to you. You made a conscious decision to defect. You made a conscious decision to become the man that you are. But you have an opportunity to make the conscious decision to choose your people. See, I'm not teaching that there's no grace for you, like you might teach. I'm teaching that there is an opportunity. There is grace for you. There is a calling that still exists for you to come back and fight for your people. But the road that you have taken right now is worse than that of my enemy. Because at least I can look at my enemy and see the weapons he bears and know that his intent is my death. You, on the other hand, you become a false brother. You coons have to go. You are a plague to our community and to our society, and you are holding us back.
And niggas ain't, let me say this, you're not really mad. Y'all do not hate Malcolm X. Malcolm X ain't no Christian. Malcolm X was not going to church. He was not teaching to hold hands and love the white man. You modern Christians hate the Israelites though. Y'all do not teach hate for Malcolm X. Y'all don't hate Khalid Muhammad. Khalid Muhammad don't give a damn about the white man. He wasn't teaching hold hands with the white man. But y'all hate the Hebrew Israelites, man. Y'all don't make no damn sense. Y'all do not open your fat mouth and talk about Elijah Muhammad or the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but y'all hate the Israelites. You know why y'all hate us? Because we use the Bible.
Right.
Y'all don't hate Marcus Garvey. Y'all don't hate Umar Johnson. Neither one of them believe in Christianity the way that you do and teach the things that you do. And they stand for similar principles that we stand on. Y'all don't hate them, but y'all hate the Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
Y'all dislike us because we use the Bible to make the same points that they make, but we make it from a spiritual place, and you can't stand that. You also don't like the fact that you're losing people in your church and they coming to be with us. You like the power that the Christian church holds over black people, and you dislike the power that we give black people by the message that we deliver.
That's right.
Any religion should protect the practitioner.
Right.
Whatever religion you in, it should protect the practitioner.
That's right.
If you're gonna be black and you're gonna be a holy rolling Christian, that religion should put your needs first. Or why you in that religion? If you going to church tomorrow and you going to sing "We Shall Overcome" and "This Little Light of Mine," and y'all gonna pass the collection plate, that pastor owe you the respect of teaching a sermon that prioritizes your needs. You should not have to sit in the church for 3 hours while the pastor is telling you why you're a bad person, even though white people is racist, if you don't continue to love them. That don't make no sense.
Right.
Any religion you in should protect the practitioner. Listen, man. Y'all grown adult people. This got to go into your brain. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other like somebody. I don't want nothing from you. Ain't no collection plate. We don't want nothing from you. We trying to tell you something. Well, I don't care if you in a religion called La La La. If that's the name of your religion, that religion is supposed to protect you. Now she dropped the jewel right there. That was a bar. You're gonna be older way longer than you're gonna be younger. And we too old to be in religions that do not prioritize us. If you're going to church tomorrow, if your pastor is not going to give you a sermon that prioritizes your needs, you need to leave that church. Religion is supposed to protect the practitioner.
That's right.
It is not supposed to calm you down. Your religion is supposed to protect you from getting hung in the middle of campus. Your religion is supposed to protect you from people that want to shoot up the school that your kid go to. Your religion is supposed to protect you from financial instability. Your religion is supposed to protect your young women from marrying together with the wrong people who want to objectify them.
Right.
Your religion is supposed to protect the practitioner.
Otherwise, it's been banned.
Our brothers become Muslim, what happened? They learned everything about being a Muslim and learned nothing about the sub-Saharan slave trade and the way Arabs really feel about black people.
No, correction. They learned what it means to be an Arab. That's what they learned.
How come Islam is not teaching them what their caste system position is in Sharia? Why they not learning that? They learn how to argue back when people point out racism in Islam, but the religion does not tell them what's the truth of slavery concerning Islam and what their place is in the Islamic world. So your religion not protecting you. When our black people become Christian, what they learn? They learn how to apologize for white people's history. They do not learn how to maximize being black in the place where they learn to become Christian. So you worshiping a God that don't have a game plan for you to become great. Why you worshiping that God? Think about what I'm saying to you. Hebrew Israelites worship a God that puts them first.
God.
We read in the Bible that prioritizes and maximizes our potential as a people. We read in a Bible that protects our young women and our young men. It gives us ritualistic practices that puts us at the top and at the forefront. It makes us treat each other the best. It makes us eat the best food. It makes us live the best way. It makes us behave towards each other the best way. It makes us prioritize one another. It makes us give each other the best treatment. So for me, that's the best religion. You telling me my religion, you coming to me from a religion that can't answer this question. All Christians, I'm gonna make your pastor leave the church. Where was God during slavery? You're saying everything but an answer to that question. All people in the United States, get your pastor, lock the door, pull the blinds down. Pastor, where was God during slavery? You're gonna become a coon, like the brother was talking about. What do they say, Jesse Lee Patterson and people like that? I'm glad for slavery, because at least I was born in America. That's the best they could do. That's the best they could come up with. At least, the least. When it comes to you, the least. At least. I was born in America. I got air conditioning. I could drive cars. I could fly on airplanes. If it wasn't for, I ain't asked you who it was for. I said, where was God during slavery? No religion has an answer to that question, not even Islam. Go ask your teacher at the mosque, why didn't God loved David, right? David said, you will not suffer me to see my body to see corruption. God loved David, right? He delivered me from my soul from the dog. I believe that's the song. He said, my darling, you will not suffer his darling. He would deliver me from the prey of the dog. He would deliver me, time and time again. My Lord, why are you so far from me? Be not far from me. And God saved David, right? God loved David, right? God. Okay, did God love black people in slavery? Where he was at?
Where was Jesus?
Where was Jesus? It's offensive that I'm even asking that question to the black Christian. But the Christian never thought about it for a second. I'm in a religion that don't have an answer to that question. Our religion got an answer to that question. We know exactly where God was at. We know exactly why. We know exactly how. And we know what happens next. That's Do you understand? So why are you going to be in a religion that don't have an answer to that question? That's an open question to any Christian. That's not an attack. That's not aggressive. That's not disrespectful. Where was God during slavery? He didn't love the slaves? Why wasn't God actively intervening in the greatest human trafficking crime in recorded history? Twice. Because the Arabs had us for 1,500 years. So where was Allah when the Arabs was cutting off your nose and your fingers and your toes? Because that's how they punish you for not accepting Islam. They cut off your nose and your lips. They slice you down the middle of your face. Make a big scab and a keloid. Punish you, they mark you. Or they castrate you. Allah didn't say, no, I'm not going to do that to that innocent African. They call you the Zanj. I'm not going to do that to that innocent. Where was sweet Jesus when Master was beside himself with fury and anger, and he forgot where he was at, and he kept on whipping you and hitting you, and then blood was turning into a mist. They showed it in 12 Years a Slave. That they accurately depicted what a brutal whipping was like. You telling me the angels didn't come down and say, no more, protect the slave?
This is my servant too.
Oh, the Lord, but you know, a white pastor hit you where the Lord was weeping in his heaven. He wept for the slave, but he knew in the future y'all would have air. And they started again. Y'all would drive cars. Y'all would be able to be born in America. Give me a break. That's not a disrespectful question. That's an honest question that invites Christians. We are Christians, but it invites our Christian brothers to think. Where was God during that time? If your religion don't have an answer for that question, you're in the wrong religion. Your religion is not prioritizing or protecting you, and you need to rethink that. Religion is designed to protect the practitioner. And your religion is not protecting you. No amount of kissing the cross, no amount of praying was saving you when they would put you in boiling tar and boil you to death in a vat in the West Indies when you wasn't being a good enough slave. Okay? You understand? When they were branding you on the face. Nobody was protecting you when they were raping your foremothers to death. They want to hit you with 1% of white people own slaves. Yeah, because Massa and his family is a few people, but it takes 20 to 30 overseers to run the plantation. And they white too. They don't own you, but they will kill your ass. See, the numbers are deceiving. Numbers are deceiving. And those are the main people raping your foremothers, giving them syphilis. Those Irishmen, that was the overseers. No, Irish people were slaves too. Don't hit me with that.
Irishmen were employed.
Don't hit me with that.
They were employed to oversee this.
Don't nobody want to hear that. My slave master was Irish. Alright? That's where my last name comes from. He was a demon. Alright? National Archives told us this. He was a monster. Out in North Carolina. That devil. Listen to me. Our religion protects us. That's why we practice it. I will never be deceived into thinking that a white man is my friend. Sirach 12:10. Read it. What? I will never make the mistake of befriending a devil and then he stabbed me in the back. You know why? Because my religion protect me from that. Read the scripture.
It's Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
See how my religion protect me? Right. Your religion ain't protect you from that. That's why you had them in the church and Dylan Roof shot everybody. Right? Religion is supposed to protect the practitioner, my sister. Whatever religion you in, make sure it prioritizes you. God don't love you too. He love you. All right? Go ahead.
So that reminds me of a question that's posed as well. See, the elder gave y'all a hard question. Where was Jesus when slave master was whipping open your back? This is a question I have for you black Christians that apologize for white supremacy. Knowing what we know now, should the people in that church, should they have trusted Dylan Roof?
No.
And opened their doors?
Hell no.
No,
But he wouldn't do it.
Imagine
a white boy coming to the feast day tomorrow and talking about I want to come. We can be like, nigga, what?
We'd be like, no. Hey, look, y'all will call us wicked for that. Fine. Call us wicked for not trusting white people. Now let me ask you something. Knowing what we know now, if you could rewind time, should the people who opened their doors to Dylan Roof, should they have trusted?
Their religion did not protect the practitioner.
It made an apology for the people that oppressed them.
And they died.
The result was their death. So you're caught in a dilemma. If I say yes, then I am advocating that we should allow white people to just murder us. If I say no, then that means what those brothers said, they're not opening their doors for a white face. That's wisdom. Why?
Because the Bible said it.
The Bible said
Go to Sirach 30 and 4. Let me say something. Now, your religion is supposed to protect the practitioner. You telling us we stuck in the past. You telling us our ideas is not progressive and they not going forward. My Bible say, everything you saying, teach that to your son so they think the same exact way. Read the scripture.
Sirach 30 and verse 4. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
See that? So everything that I'm teaching my son gonna grow up, think the same exact way. Devil, daddy. I'm like, you right. Where you learn that? Who learned you that, boy? You, daddy, because I love you. You know who I learned that from? The prophets, because they love me. They left me a record for my education, so I wouldn't make the same mistakes that the Israelites was making in the BC times. Your religion is supposed to protect the practitioner. What religion are you in? Go to church tomorrow and ask him what we gonna do about the young man hung in the middle of campus. And And if your pastor don't have an answer for that, you in the wrong place. Pastor, I don't want to celebrate Charlie Kirk Day. What are we going to do about that? If your pastor don't have an answer to that question, you in the wrong place. Why is your pastor teaching you to celebrate the political opinions of someone who does not love your people? So you have to prove that you're such a good person that you have to celebrate the political opinions of somebody who's insensitive about your loved ones who died? Give me a break, man. And the same guy that died would have not had you take people off the air for disagreeing with his political opinion. See how hypocritical they are, using him as a martyr so they can further their own political stance? These people are maniacal. And we don't have anybody intelligent enough to say that's in corporate. We don't have anybody intelligent enough to say that work for CNN, MSNBC. Nobody in government. Are you kidding me? This guy's on a world tour on college campuses saying Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman. That's okay to say?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman.
What?
What? That's what you call being hunted? Somebody's following me in a truck, gets out, follows me into a pathway, approaches me, imposes themselves on me. I whoop their ass, he shoots me, I'm the bad guy? God forbid somebody follows me home. I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to be remembered forever as a violent thug by people who have an agenda. Imagine. And we don't have nobody on college campuses doing that world tour teaching the opposite. They wouldn't allow us. You got people on college campuses teaching 13%, commit 50. We don't have an economist.
Think about that.
We don't have a socio-economist that can teach the opposite of that. We don't have anybody in the system that does and deals with the jail system that can speak the opposite of that. 13% represents 100% of black people.
You're teaching every black person in America commits over 50% of the crime in America. That would mean that everybody up here, including your family and loved ones, we're all criminals.
The statement in itself begs the question. When you say 13% commit the 50, you're saying 100% of black people are murderers. Because the 13% represents 100% of black people. What are you saying? And everybody that got a red MAGA hat on going, yeah. No! There are 48 million black people in the United States.
And how many are convicted of murder?
4,067.
What percentage is that?
0.038%.
Is that less than 1%?
Yes.
So that means that less than 1% of the black population is convicted of murder?
Yes.
So how is black violence the problem in America?
It's not. So we don't have anybody that's respected that can make that point. We got to come out on the street and make that point.
They'll never put a camera in our face. Right. They will never put a camera in our face.
Unbelievable, man. And you ask why we angry, but your pastor supposed to teach this in his church.
Right.
He's supposed to be protecting the people who practice his religion. That's why I taught this on class. That's why I'm screaming it right now. That's why I'm going to keep teaching it till I get tired of teaching it. Because we have to combat that poison he put in the world that makes our community look like a bunch of wild animals, man.
Look how destructive they've been, though. We've been here since, 2018. There's nothing but black people here. Their poison is so destructive that people will stay away from us and stay away from our rhetoric because they've been fed a certain rhetoric that we teach nothing but hate. When everything we've said up here is completely factual. You would not know how to argue against 1390 argument if it hadn't been Hebrew Israelites coming out here and teaching that. You would not know how to argue against white racist talking points if Hebrew Israelites don't come out here and teach you that. It's supposed to be 1,000 black people gathered here every Saturday to congregate and learn how to combat white supremacy.
The same audience that he had, we supposed to have. How he was surrounded by red MAGA hats on every campus. We supposed to be surrounded by our young children saying, well, the Israelites don't keep it real with us.
That's right.
I might not want to put the fringes on. I might not want to wear my beard because I think I'm a pretty boy at 21 years old. I want to smoke my weed, but one thing's for certain, them boys kicking the truth. I'm gonna go listen to them and see what they talking about though.
That's right.
But you see, we prophesied to the wind, man. Because the Most High said something. He said, I didn't love you because you was the greatest of all people. Because you few in number. And he also told us that everybody is not going to understand. I will take you 2 of the city, 1 of a family. So our expectation is met. The few brothers you see here representing that 1/3 spirit. You understand? But we still got a job to do to go out and prophesy against this wicked kingdom before the Most High takes it down.
Right.
Y'all understand?
That's right.
So don't never get tired of hearing this word, man. Don't never get tired.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.